Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to our series of Alekhine versus Capablanca World Chess Championship of 1927. So in game 7 Capablanca won and now Capablanca is in the lead. So this is game number 8 and Alekhine is with the white pieces and Capablanca is with the black pieces. So let's see if Alekhine is able to get a point back or Capablanca continues to keep his lead. So Alekhine opens with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3 and d5. So we are once again back into the Queen's Gambit decline line and yeah, we'll see what happens in this game. Bishop to g5, knight b2 d7, developing the knight. Now simply closing the pawn structure, e3 and bishop e7, knight c3 and castles. Capablanca castles. Queen c2, c5. C now Alekhine takes c cross d5 and Capablanca also takes c cross d4. You can also take with this knight, then maybe a line would follow like this, but in the game Alekhine takes with Alekhine takes c cross d5. So knight cross d4, knight cross d5 and now bishop cross e7, queen cross e7 and now knight cross d5. Yeah, simply e cross d5 and bishop d3. So Alekhine develops his last minor piece, bishop d3, and also putting pressure on the this h7 pawn, and we'll see what happens. So first queen to, so Capablanca first gives a check and Alekhine replies with queen to d2. Now Capablanca plays a very tricky move, knight to e5. So feel free to pause the video and find why Alekhine can't take why white can't take queen cross b5. So I hope you have found it, because if queen cross b4, then knight gives a check, wins a bishop, and also in next move wins the queen. So Capablanca is really tricky here, but Alekhine won't fall for it. Alekhine plays bishop to e2, just protecting that square. Now queen cross d2 and king cross d2. So generally black does this because to keep the white king in the center, but there is not much problem because already the queens have been exchanged, so keeping the king in the center is not a very dangerous thing right now. So let's continue the game. Bishop d7, rook ac1 and rook fc8. b3 and king f8, bringing king to the center. So Alekhine attacks the knight, f by f4. Knight goes back to c6. Bishop b5 and king to e7. Bishop cross c6. B cross c6 also, as this was an isolated pawn over here, so giving protection to the pawn. Rook c5 and a5. Rook h to c1. King d6, trying to bringing king even closer to the game. And rook c3. Rook a6. And now Alekhine is being trying tricky over here because if you take, then you lose his rook and bishop. Although this is a kind of a similar position only, not a bad position. But in the game, king e7 was played and knight back to d4. King back to d6 and e4. D cross e4 and king e3. Rook cross b8 and knight, once again knight f5 check. Now the bishop has to take the knight, because if anything else, then white will win a pawn and also give a check also. So bishop has to take. So now rook cross f5 and f6. c4. Rook b5, and now first Alekhine gives a check, rook d4 check, and king e6, and now exchanging one pair of rooks. Rook cross c cross b5, and once again gives the check Alekhine and takes the pawn. Rook cross e4 check, and king moves back to f7, and rook d4. Rook c6, rook d7 check, and you need to protect the pawn, so king g6, king d2, and rook c5. So now Alekhine attacks the weak pawn, but it can be simply be protected by, yes, no, not by pushing the pawn. If pawn push, then Alekhine would have one extra pawn. So Alekhine is keeping the theme alive of being tricky in the game. So in the game, b4 was played, so this way protecting the pawn. G4 and h5, trying to attack. H3 and h4. F5 check and king h6. Rook a8 and king h7. Yeah, if you kind of play something else, then it would be if you have played something else, then simply rook cross h8 check. Now king has to move and bringing king close and threatening mate in next move. So this would have been a very dangerous position, but Capablanca sees it and plays king h7. So there is no dangerous check from the rook from behind. King e3 and rook c3 check. Uh, and in this position now both the players agreed to a draw. So game number 8 was a drawn, and both the now Capablanca is still in the lead of with the one extra point, and this is completely drawn position because king e2. If rook takes this pawn, then white can take over here. Uh, yeah. But in this position, yeah, king rook f4. I'm let's see some engine line. What does engine suggest? Engine is suggesting g5 over here, but there is no point of taking on here also. So now if this rook is moved, then you kind of lose this pawn. Okay. Yeah. So in this position, both the players agreed to a draw, and hope you like it. Leave a like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.